Let me just get onto Twitch on my phone. So I can keep up with the chat there. Hello! It's not updating to show on my mobile app that I'm... There we are. Now it's showing I'm live. Okay. Okay. Let me also get that plugged in. How are you doing? Cool. Good. Oh, thank you. I'm doing okay. Oh, notification for mail. Let's turn that off. I'm doing okay. Can't complain. I felt like I feel like I should have done this sooner. Dressing up like wintry, Christmassy, but better late than never, right? Yeah. I figure it's like the last chance I really have for it if we're finishing off the game today. Because if we are finishing off the game today, and if we are able to do Pokemon Sun or Moon for next time, it's gonna be a completely different feel, because that's like based on Hawaii. So like the complete opposite of this then. Merry Christmas in July. Merry Christmas! Yeah. Okay, so. I'll get us going. I don't think that the viewers in chat thing is accurate, because I'm checking it over here. And it's none of the people that are talking right now that are popping up there. Aw. Thank you. Yeah, very weird. Very weird. Twitch is strange. And just to let you guys know, I'll say it again by the end of the episode, but I'm doing reactions again over on YouTube, and I have a new one posted to the new J-Hope solo song, Arson, that came out. So go ahead and check that. It was edited by ArtK is here in the chat, who's here in the chat. But she didn't edit it here. That would be weird. And impossible. But yeah, so go ahead, give it a look-see, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, burn it up. And let's go to getting started on things. Let's jump in. Hold on 1 second, and I will open up Steam. Stupid eye is just bothering me. Okay, library. Aw, I'm glad you enjoyed doing it. Okay. Kayla always does awesome work. It's not the first video that she's edited for me, and of course, you know, she makes those really cool bracelets that you've seen before, and she does art in general, like drawing art and painting and just awesome work all the time. So if anybody here hasn't checked out her stuff, they should. And yeah, it's always an honor to work with her. Absolutely. Okay, so we are doing the radio, I believe. I think we did Living with Birds and also The Pigeon and the Partridge before. Aw. You deserve it. I think we're in special talk show now, right? Part 3 special talk show. That's just so cute, the little Ryouta with the headphones and the cards and stuff. I think so. I think we are. Let's check. Oh! Welcome to the Nishiki Koji Special Talk Show! Good evening, folks. I am the grand artist who has offered his life, his very soul, up to the imagination, Nishiki Koji Tori. Welcome to our special time, which you shall spend with me. I don't imagine there are many listeners who don't already know it by heart, but allow me to give a brief introduction of my glorious, exemplary career so far. Once I was the ace of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division of the Hawk Party Research Organization, and now I am a manager at the Crow Party, and also chief editor of the popular Golden Weekly magazine. Crow Party. Do we know of the Crow Party? This is new. I like how this is just like, he's just like taped over this, basically. I doubt anyone in the world is as busy as I am. You are all incredibly grateful that I am taking this time out of my schedule to conduct a question and answer session, of course. Mr. Nishiki Koji! Mr. Nishiki Koji! Please, open the door! It won't open no matter how we push or pull. It must be locked from the inside. What do we do? At this rate, the entire chapter of the Golden Radio program is going to be overrun with some unfortunate golden pheasant disaster. You in there! Open up this instant! You were bad enough in the Legumantine short. Ah, we haven't gotten there yet. We'll be there soon. Are you planning to ruin this too? Do you think an outsider like you will go unpunished for this? We won't stop at charges for trespassing, you hooligan! It is awfully loud out there. Would the peanut gallery mind keeping its fevered gibberings? Fevered gibberings. Would the I can't say it. Would the peanut gallery mind keeping its fevered gibberings to itself? This racket is in no way beautiful. Let me put on some music. He put on the creepy music! What the heck? Now then, let us begin my artistic question and answer session. The first is from a young lad by the name of Hitomi is my waifu. When are you gonna discontinue Golden Dove? It's gotten really lame and just feels like he's run out of ideas with all the new characters he introduces. Hey! What? What is this? Do you know how long Mr. Takakishi Poe labored in obscurity even after he made his debut in high school? Living the ignominious... yes, that is right. Oh, and now it's the emotional music. Living the anonymous life of a non-serialized author. Even he could get serialized position... Even when he could get serialized... Oh, let me just try that again. Living the ignominious life of a non-serialized author. Even when he could get serialized positions, he was never popular in questionnaires, so he'd always be dropped. You cannot possibly comprehend how he suffered. And then he came to me, to Golden Weekly. He was the first artist whose serials worked out for me. We've struggled all this way together like unfortunate twins joined at the hip, so shamefully forced to run in every three-legged race ever. Do you have any idea how much sweat and how many tears and how much of his own life blood he has poured into Golden Dove? You don't, do you? You know nothing of the joy of a long-running series, you disgusting Philistine. So don't just go talking about discontinuing it. Jeez. Well, then. Next one. Things sure seem lively in there. I wish he'd opened the door already. On the contrary, he seems to be ignoring us entirely. I can't believe a disgrace like this is allowed on campus. It is most vexing. You two having trouble? The hero always makes his appearance when everybody's in a pickle, right? Wow. The like, jazzy music and the gun. Yuya! No one asked for you to show up. Wait, what are you carrying? I've got permission to force my way in. Gotta protect the peace and tranquility of the campus, after all. I'm going to break this door down whether it's locked or not. Get back a little. Uh-huh. The second one is from Testy Robin. I'm tired of the reversible dust jackets. Come up with a more interesting bonus or I'm not buying your magazine anymore. Then don't buy it! Why would we want readers as low-minded as you anyway? Don't you think something is wrong with this trend among publishers of trying to outcompete each other through bonus items? A magazine should be judged by what's inside. That is where the competition lies. Do not be fooled by those frivolities. The real artistry lies sparkling within. That's as far as you go, Nishiki Kojitori. Put your wings behind your head. What is a high school student doing with that thing? Didn't you know, mister? It's a must-have item for any fashionable teenage boy. Ooh, that's weird. We have you surrounded. Come quietly and don't try anything. Also quickly. Let's make this as nice as possible, shall we? I don't want to have to shoot you. Not very much, anyway. That rifle. Ah, I see. So you're with JB. Very well. I shall withdraw for today. But one day, this school shall be mine! Oh, he just left out the window. Darn it, there goes another window. If we're going to go leaping out a window, at least open it first! Anyway, we've secured the broadcast room. We're short on time, so you should probably get started. Right. Thank you, Yuya. But where does he keep getting those things? The guns? I have no idea. Now then, let's try this again. The how and why of St. Pigeonations. Here's the question box. I'll be joining in today. This time we got questions from Westerners. My English isn't very good, so Sakuya will be helping out. Already in high school and you still can't use English? Your future is bleak indeed. I'm not planning to go overseas, so it won't be that bad. I hope. Alright, first question. From one SSF SX17. That sounds more like a password than a handle. What is Hyoko's favorite weapon? The bow, the sword, or the spear? What is oh, I think he's just translating there. Can you answer that, Kuwara? Oh, so not Hyoko. We're doing Adora. Adora's favorite weapon? Well, a few years ago, she really liked the bamboo pole, but I think lately she's been using the copper sword more. A copper sword for hunting? Wouldn't it be a bit dull for that? It doesn't cut very well, but she said it doesn't matter because she just bludgeons everything to death anyway. Oh my god. She just beats everything to a pulp. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. We are a little short on time, thanks to a certain someone. This one is for you, Sakuya. It's from Rabbit Doubt. Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Never! Hey, translate it into English first. Or Japanese, I guess, since this is the English release, I don't actually need you here at all. But if we started cutting whole chapters out of scenes just because language barrier jokes don't really work, then things would get pretty confusing pretty quickly, right? Oh my god, they actually addressed it. Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Why should I let myself be touched by some common riffraff? That's too bad, Rabbit Doubt. Maybe he'll let you touch them if you become nobility. That's a good point. this one's anonymous. What are your thoughts on Brian Pigeon? Do you consider his blog to be quality literature?
On second thoughts, maybe it would be okay if you didn't bother repeating everything after all.
Look here, peasant, I've got one job on this lousy show. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. Is that clear?
Okay. Anyway, Brian... wait, who?
Don't you even know that, you ignoramus? He is a great pigeon from the great land of Great Britain. He is a great pigeon from the great land of Great Britain, and the very first intellectual column bid. Go look up Brian Pigeon online, for the good of us all.
Whoa! But this blog is in English. English localization or no, I still can't read it.
Of course it's in English. He lives in London. His posts may even count as fine literature. At the very least, they're culturally quite valuable. They will definitely leave a mark on avian history to come. This is so cute, because I imagine the person who wrote this never thought that they'd be referenced even once, and now this, like, there was that great, like, glowing reference in the first game, and now here we have something so sweet, like, just Sakuya spitting praises about you. My goodness.
Wow, he must be really important. I'll have to work hard on my English so I can read his blog. Here's the last one. It's anonymous too. It's for San. I love you.
Oko-san loves you too! Oh, and he's gone.
Sakuya, I understood
What?
Sakuya, I understood that!
Don't act so proud, neophyte.
Well, I guess that's about it for today.
Indeed, we shall have to cut this session short. It's almost time for the school to close. Let us make a smooth exit.
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody!
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Spoilers ahead.
The how and why of St. Pigeonations. It's time to break out the question box. This is Ryouta from Class 2-3. Last time was a little exciting, wasn't it? I'm glad we didn't get dropped. This time we're doing a special feature on BBL. Oh, BBL, or Bad Boys Love, is an extra long truth scenario, which was included with the full version of the game.
That was the first game and the secret ending arc.
Today we'll be answering questions about BBL. So be warned, there will be spoilers. I don't recommend continuing with this if you haven't finished BBL yet. Do you want to keep going?
Oh, they give you a choice here. Yeah. That's so cute. And then you can return to the menu. Like, you don't just have to quit out by getting to the like the escape menu, is what I mean. That's cute. Keep going.
Alright, let's get started. This will be a little complicated, but I think I should explain where we are before jumping into the questions. Holiday Star takes place in a happy world where the BBL route never began, during winter break and the third semester. So naturally, up until now, the questions have been answered by the peaceful, undisturbed Otome route versions of each character.
Yeah, that pretty much makes sense.
But because we're doing BBL this time, we'll be calling on the versions of each character who lived, or didn't live, through BBL. Just don't think about it too hard and you'll be fine. In the end, it's just because, unlike books or movies, visual novels have all kinds of branches and possibilities. Even if it's a little odd for me to be saying that. Sorry, that was a little long. Questions. This is from one Soaro.
Sorawu. Yeah.
Was Dora raised in an orphanage? How has she managed everything all this time? Adora isn't here, so I'll be answering for her again.
Yeah,
Her parents did die a long time ago, but she was never taken in by an orphanage. She did live with my mother and me for a while, but she decided she'd rather live on her own.
Yes, I see she's doing so well for herself in that cave. You know, I say that, but I think actually she is doing pretty well. She's got a TV, she's got udon, probably other things. I mean, yeah, she's got a TV.
Living by one's own strength is a hunter-gatherer's pride, after all. I can never be like her. She's always so tough and cool, you know? On to the next question. This is from Damurushi. For the doctor, what did you like so much about Professor Quara? What was so appealing about a good-for-nothing dove like that who couldn't even take care of his own family?
Oh.
That's what it says, Doctor. Wait, no! Doctor, stop! You can't just tear up the letters!
Oh. He got upset about it. Because it insulted... It probably insulted Ryuji and he got upset about it, but it also, like, exposed the fact that he liked him.
You can't put them through the shredder either! Oh, it's completely destroyed.
That is all.
That's not an answer, Doctor. Sorry, Damurushi. I guess the subject of my father is a bit of a sensitive area with him. Dad never did come home much, though. I don't remember what kind of person he was either. I wonder what kind of boss he was for the doctor. Hey, Doctor, wait!
Was there something else?
The next question is for you, too. It's just this one more. Could you please stay?
The contents may warrant repayment that the emergency room won't be able to fix. But very well.
Are you planning to break into the third dimension to claim vengeance, Doctor? Then again, you probably could. Anyway, I'll read it, and if you don't want to say anything, you don't have to. Let's not get anyone killed.
Indeed. Though I can't guarantee that we won't.
This is from Tomi. About how many aliases have you had to date, Doctor? Would you mind telling me what a few of them are?
I don't keep them lying around for use as party tricks.
That doesn't answer the question, sir.
I think it is enough. I simply use names as I need. In situations where it would be inconvenient for people to realize who I am, you see. Would revealing my names not then be quite inconvenient?
Well, that's true, but no one reading this will mind spoilers.
I don't mean inconvenient for them. I mean inconvenient for me. I will be going now.
Oh, he's gone. You didn't even answer either of them, Doctor.
Looks like you're having some trouble.
Yuya!
How about I answer that question for him?
Well, you're always right here when we need you, Yuya.
I have been trailing him for quite some time, after all. I'll leak a little confidential information, just for you.
You're always ready to reveal state secrets just when we need them, Yuya.
Wow. Well, that's a little harsh, isn't it? Anyway, moving right along. As you all know, his name as a member of the faculty of St. Pigeonations, and his name as a medical doctor is Iwamine Shu. And his name as a researcher for the Hop Party was Isusoma. That's the name I first knew him by. We also have evidence indicating that Ishiki Mishio, the public prosecutor who died suddenly a few years ago, might be the same person. And finally, there's a theory that his real identity is as the heir to the Ichijo group, but that's still just a rumor. The Ichijo group. Why can't I remember who the Ichijo group is? We had that come up. I'm curious. I kind of want to, look it up. Here we go. Because I can't remember. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay. So Ichijo was the, what's it called? Principal. And it must be like a company under him. I feel bad that I can't remember what to cover for illegal activities. Like what the Ichijo group is, because I feel like it was mentioned like exactly as that.
He has quite the history, doesn't he?
It all seems a little excessive to me. In any case, the truth remains shrouded in darkness. Anyway, that's it for me. Can't keep the ladies waiting after all. Adieu!
Thank you, Yuya! It's a little late now, but will he be okay? The doctor was awfully insistent about hiding those names, and he just blabbed all about them.
Well, it wouldn't be the first arc in which Yuya is killed by the doctor.
But then again, he can take care of himself. It's not like the doctor could kill him or anything, even if he did find out.
Stop raising flags, Ryouta.
Next letter. It's from one Sanya for Nageki. Did you disappear entirely after BBL? Or are you living on inside Ryouta? Also, what would you have done if you had never been sick? Would you have gone to college? I want to know when I can't stop crying. Nageki will have to answer these himself.
You made me come in just a little while ago, too.
Sorry. But you're a really important figure in BBL, so we need to have you here. Sanya was asking about what happened to you after BBL.
At the very least, we do know that I spoke to you when you woke up from hibernation.
Right. Let's take another look at that scene.
Mr. Kawara. Miss Snow. Can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Kawara! Snow! I told you I wouldn't go back on my word.
That scene appears in the special epilogue that you get if you play through a second time.
That was a pretty bad spoiler. Are you sure it's okay to show that? There might be people who've cleared BBL, but still haven't seen it.
Oh! Sorry! I wasn't thinking. Don't look!
It's a little late now. Anyway, as you can see, my consciousness still seems to be there. So, maybe I haven't disappeared completely.
That's still pretty vague.
I don't exactly exist to begin with. It's a little hard to imagine something that doesn't exist disappearing.
But then again, part of your body is inside mine now. So, maybe you do exist after all.
I don't know what happens after the end of BBL. Maybe I disappear later on, or maybe I end up sharing Mr. Kawara's body. Maybe, if I do end up staying, I'd like to see Hattori move on, and finally start living for himself. Then I could disappear.
It would be nice to see Professor Nanaki living happily. He's been through so much. It wasn't all fun and games for me either, but I definitely agree. How about the second question? Also, what would you have done if you had never been sick? Would you have gone to college? I want to know when I can't stop crying.
You can't stop crying? You know you can't change the past. You can't hope for a future which won't be allowed to come, either.
Didn't you think about where you wanted to go in life, Nageki?
Not really. I never had a dream for what I wanted to be when I grew up or anything like that. If nothing had ever happened, I probably would have gone on to college, graduated, and thought about things from there.
It is pretty hard to know where you'll be in a few years down the line. I haven't put any thought into my career path at all. I bet you make a good museum curator, or a librarian, or a writer.
I've never really felt like writing books of my own. Being a curator could be interesting, though. I'll think about it.
For the world where you're still alive.
Yes. Something like that. Oh, I think he's imagining, like, when he moves on, because we talked about, like, birds and souls being reborn. So it's like, maybe for his, like, next time around, even though he probably won't remember any of that. Is that all?
Yeah. Thank you, Nageki.
Me too.
This last one is anonymous. It's for...
Hello? Is this the recording room? Wow. What? You look like yourself again.
Mr. Izune! Please, come in, have a seat.
Tea! And biscuits! Oh, how nice. Yes, this is very nice. Would it be alright if I brought some home? I'd like to give them to the children.
Oh, yes, I think that would be fine. I'll wrap them up for you when we're done.
Wow, this is like really breaking the, like, timelines. Really? Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
He's certainly quite talkative. It's almost hard to believe he's actually Professor Nanaki. Our last letter is addressed to you. I have a question for Hitori. You're supposed to have been good at studying, but were you able to go to school? You had your job as a lecturer, and after that you took care of the children. It certainly doesn't seem like you'd have the time.
I don't go. I'm enrolled, though.
You're enrolled, but don't go?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it was covering him. Here you go. Sorry, I forgot about that. Do you see him alright? No problem.
Is that, are you a truant?
No, I'm a distance student.
Oh, of course.
Everyone helps out with the housework, so I have more than enough time left to study. Even so, I'm a little worried about leaving them for so long. If you wouldn't mind, I think I should be going soon.
He's a very caring guardian, too. My father could stand to take a leaf out of his book. Thank you so much, Hitori.
Thank you for having me.
It's almost like someone brought a painting of the ideal young man to life. I wonder if I'll grow up to be as pleasant a person as him.
I mean, Ryouta, let's not forget the fact that he, like, kills someone else and takes their identity on a long quest to exact revenge. And he's just prone to trying to choke people, and, like, he's not that great, you know? Like, on the surface, he's amazing, and without the trauma, I'm sure he'd be great. But
anyway, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for your letters.
Okay, let's go back into radio. We are on human form questions. Ooh, are we gonna see human forms, or is this just gonna be about questions about human forms? Curious.
The how and why of St. Pigeonations. Here's the question box. Hello again. Everybody's favorite rock dove Kawara Ryouta from 2-3 here. First off, thanks for playing all the way through story mode. That must have taken a while. Make sure to take a break if your eyes are tired, okay? They're not? You're fine? Well, alright, let's go. This time we'll be doing a special feature on everybody's human forms. As you all know, we're birds, but we have human designs too. They're just a bonus, or they're for convenience, or something like that, though. So don't think about it too hard, okay? Alright, our first question is from Naginata. This one is for everybody. What color are your panties when you're in human form? Gosh, I wonder why they want to know about that.
What? Don't tell them, Ryouta.
I'm wearing light gray today. Let's try asking the others.
White. I'm surprised he even said anything. On this day of the reckoning, my loins are wrapped in the vestments dyed in the blood of the crimson lotus blossom. I can't, it just, how he says things. How he says things. No comment. I'm with you, Sakuya. Don't tell them anything. I'm wearing whatever you want me to be, baby. Okay, Yuya? Not that I'm surprised that Yuya went there, but just... Okay, Yuya. Oh no! I forgot to put mine on! I do not have time for this nonsense. Okusan needs no panties!
Merry Christmas! Miru and Kako always completely naked! A lot of those weren't really answers. This next one isn't exactly about our human forms, but it fits the subject of pants.
What is happening here? Why?
It's from Tatsu. You all wear trousers in human form, but do you wear them as birds too?
Just birds with pants. Why?
As you can see, we aren't wearing any.
Actually, we can't see, Ryouta. We've never seen you from that... I mean, it's fine. But we have not seen that.
Clothes for us as birds are only used for warmth, fashion, or ceremony, and aren't really mandatory at all.
It makes sense. They're birds.
Alright, next question. This one's from Imari, for Professor Nanaki. I feel like you probably engage it.
Oh. I'm gonna skip that.
So you feel guilty about everything, so please show me what's under...
Oh, why would someone ask this? Yeah. You can't just do that. Well, yes.
He is pretty well wrapped up with a coat and scarf, though.
Professor, don't ask him, Ryouta. Yes? What is it?
You're pretty heavily dressed in human form, sir. Doesn't it get hot during the summer?
That is a good question. That's a good question. Well, that's true. But even during the summer, so many places have air conditioning that you don't need a coat to stay warm. If I go to the supermarket in short sleeves during the summer, I feel like I'll freeze.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Whenever I go shopping in short sleeves, I need to go running to the bathroom.
Yes.
But it's pretty warm at school.
Why is this happening? Is it? Don't you ever want to strip down a little as a weird thing to ask your teacher? Don't ask your teacher that question no matter the circumstances.
I see.
Is that all? I still have some grading to do, so I'll be going now.
I'm sorry. I just can't bring myself to look at my homeroom teacher and say, take it off.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't look at your homeroom teacher and just say, take it off. No matter what the circumstances, don't do that.
Anyway, on to the last question. This is another one for the doctor. Maybe he gets so many because he's so mysterious? It's from Kasami. Yuya's glasses are probably just for show, but what about you, doctor? If your vision is poor, just how poor is it? Yes, Yuya's are just for show. Every so often he'll break a pair and it doesn't bother him at all.
A true super agent needs to keep 6 or 7 pairs of fake eyeglasses around after all.
Oh, Yuya!
The
doctor left as soon as we did that question about panties. You know all kinds of things about him, though, right? Do you know how his eyesight is? Itchy nose.
But of course. Know your enemy and know yourself, and you need not fear the results of 100 battles. It seems to be pretty bad. If you take them away, he's practically helpless.
You tried taking his glasses away?
Hardly. I'm not that much of a daredevil.
Merry Christmas! Miru and Kako took them! see.
It was bad enough that he started feeling pretty sick, too. They were returned promptly.
Sort of like how wearing glasses that don't match your eyesight can make you dizzy.
Merry Christmas! He's a new rabbit.
Well, we don't know the exact numbers, but it sounds like the doctor's vision is bad enough that in his human form, he can't get by without his glasses. I guess that might be good to know.
But yeah, if we have another game, then we know how to, like, incapacitate him. Just take his glasses. But that's only in human form. You can't explain that in bird form.
That's all for today. Thanks for dropping by again. The next episode will be our last one, so there'll be a bonus. Don't miss it!
Okay. And the final one, the extra large edition.
The how and why of St. Pigeonations. It's time for the question box. Hey, everybody! This is Cora Ryouta from class 2-3. This is our last question answering session. We've come a long way, but it's gone by so fast. I'll be sad to see it end. Anyway, we've got a bonus question this time. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Alright, first one. From Suzukawa for Adora. You love udon, but what kind is your favorite? I'll be answering the questions for Adora again. I was wondering about this a while ago too, so I asked her. She said if I had to pick one, it would be kake udon. It's the most basic of the most basic, with just udon and broth, nothing else. She said she couldn't let herself forget the true spirit of the noodles after all. She orders whatever she feels like at the cafeteria, but if it's her first time at a restaurant, she'll usually get the kake udon.
That's like me getting, like, chicken, well, I don't usually do this, but I had a friend who, like, would default to getting chicken fingers and fries. It's like the safe option.
I guess maybe kake udon is the best gauge of a chef's udon powers. The next one's for Sakuya, from Tsukimu. Your mother taught you that mansions will always have ninjas in them, but did she teach you anything else?
Anything at all. But of course, she taught me all I would need to know to live in Japan.
And you're always so studious, too. What kinds of things do you know about, aside from ninja and shrine offerings and fallen warriors?
Let us see. I know about sushi.
That's definitely a point of Japanese pride. You're an aristocrat, so you go to the really fancy sushi places, right?
Indeed. I've been to those places with the little conveyor belts. That's not a really fancy sushi place.
Huh? Not the ones without the conveyor belt. Not the ones without the little conveyor belts?
Do you mock me? Why should I go to a sushi place without a little conveyor belt?
But...
My mother taught me this. Sushi places with the little conveyor belts have invested in their establishments and combine entertainment with cuisine. They are higher class than places without the little conveyor belts.
I see. I guess you do usually end up spending more time in the ones with the little conveyor belts. Maybe? I think? Alright, next we have two for Professor Nanaki.
Yes. Let's have them.
The first one is from Linaloo. You're always falling asleep, Professor. Do you spend all your time at home sleeping too? Adora guessed that you spend about 97% of your time at home asleep, but how much is it really? If you're always asleep, I worry that you're not getting enough to eat. So, how much do you sleep at home, sir?
Don't worry, Linaloo. I make sure to eat.
Probably not 97% then.
I do fall asleep while I'm having dinner sometimes, though. And in the bath.
Please make sure you don't drown yourself in the sleep. Please make sure you don't drown yourself sleeping in the bath, sir. The next one is from Shiroi. Is the dark spot by your chin a shadow, Professor?
Oh, that's a good question. I always thought it was a shadow, but maybe it's like an actual spot.
Or is it a marking? I've been wondering for a long time. We got a lot of people asking about this. Which is it, sir?
It's not a shadow. It's a common marking on male quails. Oh, I had no idea. That's good to know.
It is right where the shadow of your head would be, though, so it's a little confusing.
Try searching for some pictures of button quails. You'll find plenty of quails with a marking by their beak, just like me. I'm gonna check that out. Why not do this search on screen? Why not? So, I see. Uh-huh. I think this is the best picture to show. Wow, it actually looks like Hitori to Nanaki. Sorry to get so close to the camera, also.
Thank you, sir. The next one is for Yuya.
Salutations. I'll answer anything for a lady hoping to get to know me better.
Sorry, it's anonymous, so we can't really tell if it's a lady or not.
Clearly, it's just a shy young mademoiselle, unable to speak in person, but determined to have an answer.
Well, I wonder. Alright, let's just go with that. The question is, we've never seen you surrounded by squealing girls, so have you actually got it, Yuya?
That's a little harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, this is definitely one that would be a little hard to ask with your name attached. But asking the questions that are hard to ask is my job.
You're awfully dedicated. I'll answer in full candor, too.
Alright, time to bite the bullet. Have you actually got it, Yuya?
A man who's got it never says he does.
Is that a sort of backwards way of saying you have got it? I wonder if we can call that full candor.
You satisfied for now? Let me know if another lady comes calling. Adieu! I think he's all talk.
Well, I guess now we can just say he's probably got it, whatever it is. The next one is for San.
Never worry, never fear, Oko-san is already here!
This is from someone called I Wish I Were Pudding.
I'm scared about where this is going.
What kind of house do you live in, Oko-san?
You are asking about Oko-san's house? Will you be coming to play? Oko-san will give you a warm welcome!
And where is your house, Oko-san?
Oko-san lives in a great mansion! Oh, does he?
A mansion?
Oko-san's house is a mansion! A mansion as grand, even grander than Sakuya's!
Seriously?
Oko-san stays in a birdcage inside his mansion!
What? Why a birdcage in the mansion?
Oko-san's instincts tell him to sleep in a birdcage! The birdcage helps Oko-san stay calm and relaxed. Oko-san shall return to his home and relax now!
Well, I'm not sure I entirely understand, but I guess Sam lives in a birdcage inside a huge mansion. I'd like to go visit him sometime and see exactly what sort of arrangement he has. Alright, time for the extra. This one's from Mrs. Ami.
Hey, Azami's here!
Are you here as a Mrs. Ami?
Leave it to me, kid.
This one's from Fusho. You are way too cool in a number of ways, Azami. I've completely fallen for you. I'll follow you to the ends of the earth and back.
You want to become my protege, kid? Come to my takoyaki cart when the sun begins to set if you got the guts. I'll show you how to ride like the wind.
There's a question for Mr. Rabu as well, but would you like to answer it?
A question for him?
Yeah, I'll take it. This is from Shinkan. How is your newlywed life with Mrs. Ami so far, Mr. Rabu? She orders you around day and night, right? What kind of idiotic question is that? Don't go prying into other people's private stuff, you brat. Ow, don't kick me! Carve it into your soul, kid. No peeping into my love nest. This Azami's kicks really hurt. I don't know if she orders him around or not, but I think they get along pretty well. Alright, it's time for our final letter. This one is anonymous. I can't wait for the next question box series. Really? I'm so glad, though I don't know if there will be another one. There might be, though. It's still up in the air. If there are plans for another, it'll be mentioned on the official site and blog. Check back every once in a while, okay? Alright, that's it for the Holiday Star Radio section. Thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. This has been the How and Why of St. Pigeonations, brought to you by yours truly, Kawara Ryouta.
Aw, that was cute. Alright, I'm gonna take some water now that my voice is kind of dead, but then we can go ahead and do these little things here. Ryota's voice is really fun, but it's, not without its sacrifices. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Some stuff was a little weird, but most of the stuff was fine. And fun. Like, even some of the stranger questions usually, like, turned out, interesting and funny, how they answered them. Yeah, he's very scratchy. He's scratchy and he's deep down. So
it's a lot of bringing the voice down here,
and then, like,
letting it up here every now and then.
I figure because he's, like, probably in that transition period of young dove to adult dove, like the adolescent stage.
So he'd kind of be going through puberty a little bit.
Let's check this. Okay, so we have different routes for everybody here. Who would you like to see first? I don't think that there's any order in which you have to, like, do this in, so we could go in order, or we could just pick and choose. Oko-san? You just want to hear more cooing. Alright, cool. If you guys want Oko-san, we can do Oko-san. Also, I got my nails done recently. Do they look nice? I did, so it's a pretty plain manicure, but it's actually, like, kind of sparkly, and it works really well with this Christmassy look. So, yeah, it worked out. It's got, like, sort of blue tinged sparkles, so it really works for, like, colder weather looks. I mean, it works all across the board, but yeah. Okay, so what do we want here? Do we want birdie lovin' with birds? Or do we want the human form, for Oko-san, I don't think he really has much of a human form. Maybe we should do that then, because I'm curious. Let me know what you guys choose. You want the human form one? Yeah, I'm curious too. Alright, let's see.
Today's the track team's first training day of the new year. Oko-san suggested we do independent training over break, but... Oko-san, it's cold! It's way too cold for my featherless human skin.
You shall not whine! Whining is bad. Oh, he's cute. Look at the little hat. Lazing around in your heated room all day through January will make your body and heart alike soft and weak. Your body and heart alike. Soft and weak.
But Oko-san, my house is completely unheated.
Oko-san said no complaining. Neglecting your training is bad. You will run!
Oko-san, wait! You're too fast! I can't keep up with you if you go that fast!
Wow. Whoa, we're speeding through everything. Adora has become slow. Oko-san is disappointed.
I'm sorry, Oko-san. I did give in to the cold and skip training a little over the past few weeks, so like Oko-san said, my body has gotten soft and weak.
Yeah,
But what is my heart made out of? He went shooting off out of the blue all the way to here, and now he's bouncing around energetically while I'm completely winded. I don't think all the cruelest roads and tracks in the world together could stand in defiance to Oko-san's steel-plated cardiovascular system.
Can you not run anymore? Then we have no choice. It is time for a break.
Thank you, Oko-san. And so we took a break at the White Dove Shrine. It's still really early, so there aren't too many other people here. Did you come here to make your offering on New Year's Day, Oko-san?
Oko-san believes only in the pudding god.
Oh, right. And does the pudding god have a shrine? Do you make offerings to him?
Unnecessary frivolity. The spirit of Lord Pudi is with Oko-san at all times, in all places.
Huh? So if he's with you all the time, you don't need to go out to New Year's to say hello to him? Doesn't he have a home?
Of course he does. His home is in the lost ruins of Pudding.
But I don't understand.
A god of true pudding sleeps in the lost ruins of Pudding, somewhere in this world. Oko-san trains himself so that one day he may find the ruins.
Oh, I see. I wonder if I could find a certain goal like you and get more serious about my training that way.
The only limit to your ambitions is heaven above. Oko-san flaps his wings.
Oko-san flaps agitatedly about for a while. He does get awfully excited about pudding. But I still don't understand what his idea of pudding is. It certainly isn't the pudding I know. Hey, Oko-san. The god of the shrine is supposed to be a brilliant white dove who flies to faraway places. Doesn't that sound a little like you? Well, you run to faraway places rather than fly. You're like a god yourself, Oko-san. I know you'll get to meet the pudding god someday.
Oko-san will never give up. Oko-san will arrive before the pudding god. Okay, alright, okay. Alright guys, who next? I should like write this down somewhere that we've done who we're working from. Hold on. Let me unplug my headphones for a second. Or rather not unplug my headphones, but take my headphones out for a second. I'm gonna grab my notebook so this way I can make a note. Okay. So we've done Oko-san's route. Okay. Oh, Shu?
Okay.
How does everybody else feel about doing Shu's little thingy next? Yeah, but we have to at some point. He's on here. He's not all bad. He's pretty bad, but he's not all bad. And he's like an entertaining bad. Yes, let's go with Shu. Do you want to do like any human dating sim? I like how Okasan's was like human. I think since we get to see the human portraits so rarely, that we should do the human one. Yeah. If you don't mind, I'm gonna use the human portraits.
Wow, what a New Year's! Wow! I decided to drop by the shrine for a visit since I was here anyway, but it's really crowded! Where do they all come from every year anyway? The shrine is usually so empty. I want to at least make an offering, but standing around waiting like this is breaking my heart. It's cold, and waiting by myself is so lonely. Maybe I should go home and come back some other day. Wait. Dr. Iwamine? Is that you?
Oh, he certainly looks different. Yes, it is me. I'm not gonna do it with a smile, because I feel like he actually very rarely smiles. Yes, it is me. Hello, Miss Snow. Uh-huh.
Don't tell me he's here to make an offering too. Happy New Year, sir. I'm surprised to see you here. I never would have expected to bump into you in a place like this. You're kind of like a devil or something, so I always figured you'd get purified into nothingness if you went into a shrine.
Just, like... Wow. I see you are as fond of foolish superstitions as always. Unfortunately, there is nothing at all unusual about a bird passing unharmed beneath a torii.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about him getting hit by some stray exorcism and evaporating. Yay, I'm so relieved!
Okay.
But why are you here, sir? Are you making a New Year's offering?
No. I feel no need to plead with hypothetical gods for help, as I'm sure you know quite well.
Oh? Yes, I know.
Why is that in caps? What does that mean?
Why are you here then?
I heard there was a corpse.
There isn't! Please, stop hearing about corpses that don't exist, sir!
But I was told there was a crowd here because they found a rotting corpse in the pond.
Shrines are always crowded on New Year's. No one said anything about a corpse.
I see. That is truly unfortunate. It seems I have been misled by a falsified report.
Oh, are you going home already, sir?
That's the only reason he was here. There is no reason for me to stay, is there?
But you're already here, and it's New Year's. Want to make an offering with me? It's cold, and there's a line, and I was thinking of giving up and going home, but if I got to wait with you, then I wouldn't mind.
So you are deliberately placing yourself in unpleasant circumstances, wasting time in idleness, and then throwing money away to no foreseeable benefit. Uh-huh. The mind wobbles.
He gives me an amazed-looking sneer. Geez, you don't you have any hopes or dreams, you diabolical Geez, don't you have any hopes or dreams, you diabolical partridge? Any romance? Getting turned down like this every time. I try to do something, Getting, like, turned down like this every time I try to do something with him makes my hunter-gatherer blood boil. I'm starting to want to just look up a walkthrough for him or on a wiki or something. But this is a special day. And if I'm with you, then even if I catch cold, you'll be able to give me pertinent advice.
Please do not treat me as your personal medical advisor. I am not fond of selfish children.
I'm sorry. I got carried away.
Now, if you would be willing to take the place of that rotting corpse for me, then I might be interested.
You want to make an offering with a rotting corpse? What kind of pervert are you?
Honey, you don't understand. Like, you just don't understand. Won't you be my rotting corpse, Miss Snow?
That's too much, Snur. Snur? That's too much, sir. Snur.
Don't worry. I was only joking. Yes. Joking. Leave me alone.
Were you, sir? That felt an awful lot like you were just asking, that you were asking just on the off chance.
Perhaps we can come to an arrangement. I shall offer a very simple contract with only one condition. If you do catch cold this winter, you shall become my test subject for my new medicine. That is all. You don't lose anything at all, now do you? That sounds really risky, actually.
It sounds more like I could be in serious danger of losing everything, including but not limited to my life. But if I don't come down with a cold, it should be fine.
No, this is stupid. Don't accept this idea. Like, don't do that. He's not all bad. Not all bad. He's just mostly bad. Like, 80% evil.
That should be okay, I guess. All right, sir. I promise.
You dumb girl. I'm in the process of developing the drug now, but I haven't had much luck finding test subjects. I'm so glad to have a student as cooperative as yourself.
Oh, how my heart leaps when I hear that laugh.
No, like, leaps in fear, right? Like, leaps off the nearest, like, ledge, so this way you could run away, right?
And so I spent New Year's Day with a non-believing partridge. I'll be fine as long as I can endure until spring. I wouldn't mind paying him back, but I'd rather not risk my life, so I'll pray to make it through the winter without getting sick.
Oh, you stupid girl. Okay. Alright, guys, so we just did Shoe, and what's the next one that we should do? Write that down. Shoe. Oh, that's cute that Negeki can come here too. Yeah, that's fine. Hello! Yeah, huh? Oh. What say you all about Yuya? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's go with Yuya. No, it's pretty funny.
I'm going to the shrine for a New Year's visit with Yuya. Even though New Year's was a few days ago already. He hasn't come to school much since sometime last semester. He seems really busy, but what has he been doing? Maybe he's been job hunting? Anyway, he said he didn't have any time over the holidays, so he asked me to wait. And then he texted me out of the blue last night to say he was free today, so
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's salutations, mon ami.
Oh, Yuya! Happy holiday salutations!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Adora. I always try my utmost to never keep a lady waiting, but alas, I wasn't able to get away until just now.
You're still really busy, aren't you? I shouldn't have pushed you so hard to take me.
No, do not make that unhappy face. It doesn't suit you at all, mon ami. I cannot express with mere words how much I have looked forward to seeing you again, Adora. Time spent with you always flies by at the speed of light, so let's go.
Yuya takes my hand and leads me off to the shrine. He seems like he's in even more of a hurry than usual. He must be really busy.
How long has it been since I came for a New Year's visit? Quite some time indeed. And the season is practically over now anyway.
It's true. The shrine was crowded during the first 3 days of the new year, but now it's practically empty.
I don't mind a lively crowd, but I'm glad there's no one to disturb us here now.
I'm not falling for that, Yuya. How many other girls have you used that line on by now?
You're as cruel as ever, mon ami. No. You're the only one. You're the only one I've made time this winter to meet.
He whispers to me, an unusually serious expression on his face. Stop it! You're gonna make me melt. I already know you're not completely made of cheap pickup lines and flashy foppishness.
I haven't met privately with anyone at all recently, in fact.
Third years like you really are unimaginably... Third years like you really are unimaginably busy, aren't they?
Don't worry, mon ami, you won't end up like me. I'm just having to work extra hard now because I've been an unusually total failure.
So you're studying like crazy for exams now?
No, not quite. Let me give you a hint, mon ami. Lots of important corporations have parties during the holidays. Many well-known people go to those parties. Each one is a potential jackpot for the villains who skulk around behind the curtains of society. And if you turn that around, every potential jackpot for a villain is an extra busy assignment for a hero of justice. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna guess that she does not see what he's saying.
So what?
I had a dream like that anyway.
It was a dream?
Sorry. Just kidding. Like you said, I'm just having to make up for all the slacking off I did earlier as exams draw near. Aw, he was honest about it though.
Jeez, don't tease me like that. I hadn't realized you were planning to go on to university though. Where are you thinking of going?
That's a secret, I guess. I'll be leaving the school, and it's probably best if you don't know where I go after that.
Don't tell me you're going somewhere so seedy and low-end you don't even want to say.
That's not what's going on, Adora. Come on. Well, I wonder. My lifestyle is certainly seedy enough.
He did it again. Sometimes he says stuff in that self-deriding or maybe even despairing way. He's usually so cheerful, so whenever he does it, I don't know how to respond. I think you're a better person than you think you are, Yuya. Sakuya and the doctor are always chewing you out, but you shouldn't let that get you down. Just do your thing and be yourself.
That makes me happy. Hearing you say that puts some pride back into my little dove heart, mon ami. I'm glad we could meet today. And very grateful. Thank you, Adora. Aw, that was sweet. Okay. So that's Yuya down. Who next?
It's a
little gray outside here. Very, very gross and gloomy and almost rainy. Oh, hey, funny choices. Kazuaki and Nageki. Up to you guys to decide. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do Nageki's next. We can do Kazuaki after that.
I'm going out with Nageki today. He said he wanted to try to go in for a New Year's visit, so we're planning to go to the White Dove Shrine, but the first 3 days of the year are always crowded, and it's really cold in the morning, so we decided to be a little untraditional and go just after noon. Of course, even if we waited for weeks or months before going, our first trip to the shrine in the new year would still be a New Year's trip. Nageki is delicate like the first flowers of spring, so I'll have to make sure he doesn't push himself.
You're here already.
Oh! Nageki?
I guess he's just really, really cold. Because they mentioned that he doesn't get winter plumage. So, I'm kind of wondering what it looks like with the bird portraits, too.
Wait, who the heck are you? Nageki? You sound like Nageki. You're Nageki, right?
Yes. Sorry, did I keep you waiting? I made sure to leave on time, but...
Don't worry, you're not late. I just came early. I wasn't waiting too long anyway. More importantly, what's up? Are we going to hold up a store or something? I mean, I'd be happy to if that's what you want to do.
Oh, just a human disaster. This thing really is weird, isn't it?
No, I think it's nice. It's definitely nice. It's warm and it hides your identity. Everyone should have one. I'm behind you, whatever you're planning, Nageki.
She just thinks he's a criminal.
We'll do our best together, okay?
Oh, I'm not wearing it. Hitori made me put it on. He said I shouldn't go out without making sure I was perfectly protected from the cold.
Does that really mean wearing a balaclava, though?
He made me bring a whole bunch of hand warmers, too. I don't think I'll run out for a week.
Mr. Izune does seem to worry about you a lot.
He's overprotective. I barely managed to convince him he didn't have to come with me today.
I wouldn't mind if he came along.
I would. I'm not a child anymore. Besides, this is my time with you. This is my time with you, Miss Snow. That's important to me. I don't know if you feel that way, but I do. Aw. It's interesting, because this is like an AU where he's alive, and he's with Hattori and everything.
Of course I do! I'm so happy I get to be with you, Nageki. Anyway, it's time for Snow Senpai's guided shrine tour. Let's go! We avoided the most crowded time of day, but there's still a lot of birds in here. I think when I came by during summer vacation, there were maybe 3 other people. Is this your first time visiting a shrine for New Year's, Nageki?
I'm not sure. I might just not remember. At any rate, if I have, it was before I was old enough to be aware.
I see. You should make up for all that lost time and make lots of wishes now then.
Is it alright to be that sloppy?
It's all about your frame of mind. You're not very religious in your day-to-day life, are you?
I'm not.
Then you can be as sloppy as you want.
That seems a little haphazard. But I guess you're the one to know, Miss Snow.
Take this! Super coin toss! Zzz, bang!
Are you supposed to throw the offering money rowdily like that?
The gods will have an easier time hearing your message if you put lots of spirit into it, right?
I don't think I need them to hear it that well.
Hey! He just threw his like a normal person. He stared at me with cold, disdainful eyes and threw it like a normal person. What did you wish for, Nikeki?
That's a secret.
Oh.
I don't really have to tell you. It's between me and the gods, right?
Aw, that's no fun.
No one else needs to know about it. So it's a secret.
Well, okay. I guess if you go around shouting your wish to everyone, it sort of feels like a god is going to pop out of nowhere and revoke your right to a divine miracle. I am curious about what he prayed for, but it doesn't look like he'll tell me. There's a tea shop up ahead that sells really good mochi, Nikeki. Let's go!
Okay. I wished to stop being the person who's only ever protected. Thank you, Miss Snow. I'll become stronger, and one day, I'll be able to thank you with more than just words.
Aww. How... He's so sweet. I just love Nikeki. Gonna mark that down. And then we'll do Kazuaki next. Happy New Year! It snowed last night and I think I almost froze to death, but in the end I survived okay. I'm glad it didn't pile up though. It seems like I have a near-death experience or two every winter. Maybe I should do something about that. The White Dove Shrine, where everybody comes for their New Year's visit, is in a hilly area, a little ways away from the center of town. But it doesn't look like the snow piled up much here either.
I'm gonna take some water because
My throat is a-dying.
maybe we'll ultimately end up doing another week. We'll see how long this lasts. I don't want to stretch it out too long, but I think we are coming up on the, 2-hour mark. Eventually, soonish. So, let's see. I also just don't want to completely kill my voice. We'll at least finish these arcs, if nothing else.
There are little drifts here and there, but the sun's out now, so it'll all melt pretty soon. Here for the new year and gone within the day. Very wabi-sabi.
Yes, yes. Leftover snow was very elegant. Plum blossoms in snow. Soon they shall wither and fall, even if it melts.
Oh, Mr. Nanaki! Happy New Year! But what's with the weird incantation?
It's a poem, isn't it? Yeah. It's not an incantation. It's from the Manyoshu. It's from the Manyoshu. Didn't we do that poem in class just a month or two ago? You can't expect her to remember. She is all over the place, this girl.
Did we? I forgot everything I learned in the entire semester as soon as I turned in my last final.
That sounds like her.
I do not recall, sir.
Oh, maybe the problem is with my instruction. I'm sorry.
He seems incredibly disheartened. You need more emotional brawn, sir. Please don't look so down, Mr. Nanaki. I feel like I'm bullying you or something. I'm just not diligent enough. Please don't be sad. You do just fine.
You're so nice, Miss Snow. But don't forget to review. You might have proficiency tests coming up soon.
If you make me start thinking about proficiency tests first thing in the new year, then I'll be the one who's sad. Anyway, are you here to visit the shrine too, sir? Want to go together?
Will that be okay? Are you sure you'd like to go with me?
I'm alone today too. Oh, I see. Okay then, let's go. Thank you, Snow. May my proficiency tests not end in total heartbreaking, dream-crushing failure. May I become a little, even just a tiny little bit would be okay, less emotionally delicate. Jeez. You can't go making a puny little wish like that, sir. That's why you're emotionally delicate. Wish for something tougher, like, I wish to attain the spirit of a mighty conquering emperor or something. Really? I'm not a hunter-gatherer like you, Snow. I wouldn't want that. I'd be happy just to be a little more average. Mr. Azune said so too. Ah, Hitori. I guess they both exist here? Oh, I get it. I forgot. This isn't Mr. Kazuaki. Like, this isn't Mr. Nanaki. This is the original Mr. Nanaki. This is the king. Wow. That's really an interesting revelation, and it kind of changes everything. Mr. Azune said so too. He complains how you get offended easily and always start crying, and it's way too hard to pick his words that carefully, so he wishes you'd shape up a little. He does always point that out to me too. And Dr. Uemine said he's never seen someone as delicate as you before and wants to use you for some experiments. What? That's scary. Did Uemine really say that? He did his creepy laugh, so I don't think he was too much more than half serious. There are tears in his eyes already. Well, Adora, we pick on you because you cry this easily, sir. That's very mean. I'll be spending a lot of good time with you all, so I do need to get better. And I'll do my best on the proficiency tests. So you can try hard with your mental training, right? Maybe you'll at least harden your tear ducts a little. Thank you, Snow. I'll do my best. No, come on, don't cry. I hope your reputation for total uselessness recovers fully. I can't, she's so terrible. That's not right, Snow. If it did that, I'd be useless again. Oh. Okay. So, that's Kazuaki. Who are we going for now? Give me another Angel. Let's say everybody for Angel. Sound good? Okay. Let's go for Angel. Angel invited me to visit the shrine for New Year's today. Isn't he really Catholic, though? I hadn't expected him to be invited out for something like this. Maybe it'll turn out that he lives in the shrine. That is incorrect, Tito Blau. Oh, Angel! Happy New Year! My parents in this world are not engaged in the business of shrines. They are of a clan whose august duty is to market whose august duty it is to market the silver beings to the world. Silver beings? What are those? So they're not shrine keepers. How do people usually refer to their job? Fishmongery. Oh. Oh, I see. But I can't imagine Angel going home every day to a fish store. We must not let time slip by, Edelblau. We must obtain the legendary sacred bow, Holy Slasher, before it falls into the hands of the other side. But weren't we going to visit the shrine? Ugh! Oh my god, the smoke. My flesh.
is cursed. I can feel my crimson breast throb just from approaching the sacred ground. Blessing is forbidden to me. I only need a blade. Let us go, Edelblau.
Angel bravely enters the shrine the shrine precincts. I guess I'll be in for another year of having no idea what Mr. Eccentric Filipino Dove is talking about. So, do you see what you're looking for, Angel? Do you see what you're looking for, Angel? Angel silently rummages around the shrine office. What are you looking for?
Did I not tell you? I seek the legendary sacred bow, Holy Slasher.
Sacred bow? Shrines aren't weapon shops. They probably don't have anything like that. Actually, in a shrine office, maybe. You mean a Hamaya? A Hamaya?
That is the name the people of this world have given it.
I'm a person of this world too, Angel. Just call it that from the start. And maybe next time bring me a dictionary and have subtitles. Hamaya, they usually sell them here. Oh! They're sold out, Angel.
No, this cannot be. The sacred bow has fallen into their hands.
Angel stands still, looking terribly shocked. Are Hamaya that popular? I don't think I've ever bought anything from the shrine aside from charms and the occasional votive picture. It's okay, Angel. Maybe they'll be back in stock tomorrow.
Are you suggesting we stand and fight on through this suffering despite having met with the deepest sorrow and despair, Edelblau?
I don't mind. You invited me because you'd be lonely on your own, right? I'll come looking for Hamaya with you whenever, if you want.
Edelblau.
He seems relieved. So this is what it means to rescue a soul from an eternity of painful solitude.
I thank you, Edelblau. I am glad we were able to fight alongside each other today.
It was nothing, Angel. I hope we can find Hamaya for you tomorrow.
Indeed.
See you tomorrow, then. Bye-bye!
Wait, Edelblau. Do you not feel something?
Something? Like the winter cold?
No! A creeping dread, a growing malaise, or perhaps a light.
A light? The sky is the same winter sky as always, and the lights from the shop windows don't look any different. What's he talking about?
The world is but the light reflected from a fragment of the broken mirror. The fragments write out the destiny of every star in the heavens. Is your azure soul satisfied with the world and the fate you see before you now? Or perhaps it has been charmed by the fate written by a different shard in the mirror. If that is the case, then I shall... Oh. That was weird. Like, he started talking about how, like, things are different here than they are in some arcs. And, like, the differences between storylines. Interesting. So there's Angel. Okay. I am curious. I just want to see what Nageki looks like in that outfit at the start of his thing. I know we only have Sakuya and Ryouta, so go ahead and vote on which one you would like to do next. But I just want to see really quickly what the bird... Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Sakuya and Ryouta that are left. Let me just go ahead and see what Nageki looks like wrapped up in that shawl. In bird form. Oh, I see. It's also silly. Okay, let's go. Huh. What do you guys think of that? Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Today is the last day of Ryota's job. Job meaning the usual work as a Miko. It barely even needs saying by now. I'd like to try wearing a Miko outfit sometime. I feel like it would give me so much fighting spirit. Evil disperse! Evil disperse! Anyway, Ryouta invited me out for lunch after work. When I think about it, he's been really busy with various jobs since the end of the year. I don't feel like I've had a chance to talk to him since Christmas. He says this time of year always has the best opportunities to make money. It's the natural hunting season. My wild spirit stirs. Oh dear, just look at the time. I'd better go. New Year's is a few days gone, so the shrine is practically empty now. Ryouta is... Oh, Hiyoko.
Aw, he looks very cute.
Ryouta! Wait, you're still in your battle gear. I guess the uniform is battle gear to a part-time worker, but I don't think that's how people usually refer to Miko costumes. Oh, is it time already? Yep, you said to come a little after 3, right? And I did. Sorry, I didn't notice. I'll be done as soon as I finish cleaning around the back, so would you mind waiting just a few minutes? There's a little lounge next to the office. They have warm tea and stuff, so why don't you go rest there and... No, I'll help you. Many hands and feathers make light work, right? That's really nice of you, Adora. Thank you. Of course. Thanks, Adora. The priest said to thank you too.
Oh, he's cute in this outfit too. He's got a little like birdie on his jacket.
Opening the new year with a good deed. Karma payoff, please. Let's head into town then. What would you like to eat? I got my pay, so I'll treat you. Really? Are you sure? New Year's generosity? It's my thanks for helping with the cleaning. And I got to work a lot this year, so I've got a little to spare. You sure do like udon, Hideyoko. It's good! Yeah, it is. I'm really impressed that you get it even when you're eating out at a family restaurant, though. I can feel the strength of your conviction from here. Don't make me sound like some weird cultist who only ever eats udon. I have days when I don't eat udon, too. Maybe once every 6 months or so. That often? Sorry, I figured it was more like once every 3 years or so. I guess you don't eat it all that often after all.
Wow.
Stop profiling me! How is it? It's really good. It's different from when I make it at home. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Adora. Seeing you eating so happily makes me happy too. I hope I can learn to cook to make you that happy someday. That was great!
You just didn't even listen to what he was saying, did you?
That was fast! Almost unbelievably fast. Ryouta and I spent a while after that, chatting about whatever came to mind. School, friends, udon, Sunday morning TV, udon. Talking with Ryouta is always so relaxing. I hope I can learn to be as
Yashike.
I hope I can learn to be as Yashike as him someday.
Okay. And then we have Sakuya. I'll write it down for the hell of it, even though I'll remember at this point. Okay.
Happy New Year! I got called out early to go to the White Dove Shrine with Sakuya. Why did he ask me to come? Maybe I should check his email again. It seems that New Year's Day is regarded with the foremost importance in Japan. My mother informed me of many bizarre traditions having to do with this day. As an aristocrat, I wish to study the ways of the locals most closely. Such knowledge might well be useful in a diplomatic mission or the like. I designate you as my personal guide. Be grateful. Be at White Dove Shrine at 9 a.m. on January 1st. How on earth does he manage to type so well when he can't pry his eyes away from his own nose? I wonder what he's planning. Labelle things, probably. I don't think much of being treated like an underling by my own classmate, but I don't have any other plans. And this is his first New Year's in Japan, so maybe he's nervous. I guess I can lend him a hand.
Finally here, are you? It is a rather terrible thing for a commoner like you to keep me waiting, you know.
Oh, sorry, Sakuya. So you got here already?
Unlike you yokels, I have a busy schedule. A true aristocrat must always plan his schedule out down to the very last second.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time. Hey, it's barely been 20 seconds past 9 o'clock.
Did I not just say that I plan my schedule down to the very last second?
Gosh, if you keep nitpicking like that, people will end up calling you a bickery old spinster.
How dare you question my masculinity?
That's not the part you should be objecting to.
Let it be. I shall forgive you this time. Be grateful.
Yeah. Come on, let's go in. This is the White Dove Shrine. Maybe you should think of it as being kind of like a church.
I know that much already. I did not come completely unprepared after all. I also know that Japanese shrines are inhabited by witch doctors called Onmyuji, and that every night they crawl out of wells and appear on television screens in various places. No, that is the ring. Any who see their image on the screen will meet a terrible and bizarre death before long. A terrifying tale indeed. And yet all these people gather at the shrine once a year. Japan is a mysterious country indeed.
And you heard that story from...
my mother.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh no, I'm getting terribly interested in Sakuya's mother. What kind of person is she? Did she tell him these things in honest misunderstanding, or was she just setting him up to embarrass himself later in life? Unfortunately, I don't think that there are any Onmyuji here around anymore. They show up in old stories, but I've never seen one.
I have heard that they are special beings who live in the world behind our own. It does not surprise me that a mere high school student like yourself has never seen one.
I wonder about that. Your mother taught you most of what you know about Japan, right? Have you ever tried asking your butler about things?
Albert. He has never left France before now. I do not think him a reliable source of information on foreign cultures.
I don't know. He seems like a serious type. Maybe if he'd been well informed about Japan, Sakuya wouldn't have come here with all these strange ideas.
Anyway, I wish to throw some coin. Where is the target? Direct me.
Throw some coin? You mean give an offering, right?
You Japanese celebrate the New Year by throwing coins at evildoers, do you not? I wish to try it. Where do we go to take part?
Sakuya, no! Nobody throws money at people now. If you put it like that, it's like the offering box is some sort of criminal.
I have brought with me some heavy silver coins of classical Roman manufacture. I believe we will find them impressively lethal. Now, don't try to kill people, Sakuya. Ha 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 ha. You sound like the doctor.
Sakuya, I'm trying to tell you, you don't throw the money at any birdie. I bet he gets "please listen carefully" written on all of his report cards. Explaining ethics to him from the ground up is going to be hard, but he did ask me for this. I'd better do my best.
Okay. Yeah, right? Don't laugh like that. And don't talk about, like, things being lethal. So, that's the end for this time. I think all of these are roots. I think. Don't quote me on that. It might not be. But we'll continue for next time. We'll continue next time, rather, and go through the rest of these, because I think they may be a little faster, and we don't have any more radio reports anymore. I know we didn't finish today. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing on the old vocal cords.
No problem at all.
Gosh, this weather has gotten me all sleepy. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please go ahead and also check us out on YouTube, where I have all past episodes of Hatoful Boyfriend. Not all past episodes of Hatoful Boyfriend. We're getting there, but we are posting them slowly and gradually. And then we also have episodes of Quote the Author. Those are up to date on the YouTube. Same username as here. You'll also find my new reaction to the newest, not BTS video, but J-Hope video for Arson up on there. So please go ahead, check that out. Give it a like and comment for support. And I will love you forever if you do that. Go ahead, follow us there. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. for some more Howl's Moving Castle, and for more Hatoful Boyfriend, where we will hopefully finish things off for good. It'll be next Saturday at 5 o'clock, so go ahead and tune in then. Otherwise, I hope you had a good time. This has been Sky. Bye-bye!